Hello, this is Alex from Red Rock Communications, and I'm here today to show you a little bit more about the Avaya J139. I'm going to explain what all the buttons do. So I'm going to show you, to start with, at the bottom, this is the mute button. Now the mute button only works when you're on a call, so let me just show you. This one to the right is your speaker button. If you press your speaker button, as you can hear, you get a dial tone. Now I'll just pop back to my mute button to show you this. If I was to press the mute button, it illuminates nice and blue, so you can see it is activated. That means you are muted, which means the person on the other end of the phone will not hear you, but you will still be able to hear them. Now whilst I've still got the speaker on, if I use the volume button, that turns it down, and the plus turns it up. That was convenient, so the speaker is, after it times out because I've not actually dialed anyone. So when I press the speaker button, I'll leave it for 10-15 seconds. It will disconnect you if I've not done anything. Now the volume button will control the volume of whatever state the phone is at that current moment. So if I press the speaker button, it will control the volume of that speaker. If I lift the handset up, it then controls the noise that I hear in here. If someone was to phone me and the phone was ringing in a ringing state, so someone's alerting you the phone is ringing, and you press your volume up, just like this, you would hear going up and down. So whatever state the phone is in, these volume controls will control whatever state it's in at that moment. Just above your speaker button here, you have your headset button. So if you do like to use a headset, this is the button you will need. It plugs in round the back, nice and simple. There is only one slot for it. Once it's plugged in, you press your headset, it'll illuminate. And right now, as you can see, it's waiting for you to dial a number, but I cannot hear it. That's because it would be going through my headset. To deactivate it, simply press it again. The illumination will go off, showing you that you have deactivated it. Now, nice and simple, everyone knows these, your numbers 1 to 9, 0, star and a hash. This button over here is your call logging button. Now, just before I show you this, if you notice this little icon in the top right, I'm not sure if you can see it clearly enough, but it's an arrow going anti-clockwise with a 2 in the middle of it. Now that indicates I have 2 missed calls. To see all this information, your call log, you would press this button here, which looks like an arrow going anti-clockwise. So it looks like a clock with an arrow going anti-clockwise. So if I click this button, it gets me into my call log. First of all, it will say call log all, which will show you all calls in, out, internal, externally, missed. If I go to my right, that shows me my missed calls. Right again, my incoming, right again, outgoing, and back to all. Now if I want to get rid of my 2 in the top right hand corner, I go over to my missed calls and I would delete that one. Or I could see the details, so you can see when it was, who rang you and what time, and it was answered by voicemail. But or you can call them back if you'd like. You can go back to your list by pressing list. Yep, you can add them as a contact. You can delete them all if you'd like. But generally, you just delete it. And as I deleted the last one there, my icon in the top right hand corner has disappeared. Exit out of the call login, just press your exit button right here. Okay, that gets us to this section now. So we have our navigation circle, which we've already used now. So you've got your up, down, left, right, and right in the middle is an OK button. Okay, so if I use this button first, that is our contacts. So straight away it gets us into the all contacts, that's everything. If I scroll to the right, I get my personal contacts. Now I haven't entered any personal contacts in here. So personal contacts are what you have entered into your phone manually yourself and will only be available to your user profile. If I scroll to the right, I've got external numbers. This is the numbers that are in your system directory. Right again, these are the users of your system. And this one is groups of your system. And then it goes back to all. Now if you wanted to search for someone, instead of going all the way through, which you can do, but it, depending on obviously how many contacts you've got, could take you quite a while. So I'm just going to go to my external one, and if I want to, let me see who we can pick out. So let me say Liverpool. Okay, so I want to go back to my beginning, so I'm just going to press the contact button again. So I want to find Liverpool. Bit like predictive text. So it's a 5 for the L, a 4 for the I, and there you go. The more characters you put in, the more it will narrow it down. I don't have a lot of contacts in the phone right now, that's why it's popped up straight away. But for a V, I would then do an 8, an E, I would do a 3, and so on. Now, if I get to this screen and I don't know how someone's done this to my phone, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know what to do. I don't want to mess anything. I want to keep that contact, so I'm a bit worried. What do? This button right here. This is your friend. Anywhere in the phone you are stuck, you need to get back to your main menu, and you don't know what to do. Just simply press this phone. It will take you straight back to the beginning, where your phone is in an idle state. I say quickly, this button here, this is for admin use only, really. The only reason you would ever want to go in there is if your administrator has asked you to change some settings. So just avoid this one, really. Now again, you can just press your exit button here, or you can press your magic button, send you right home. Last one, this button here with the envelope on, very important, that is your voicemail. Let's click it. Okay, so we've got a visual voicemail. This will show me how many voicemails I have new, saved, and old. Excuse me. So the listen point is your voicemail for this particular phone. If you are a member of a group and have access to their voicemails, it would be underneath listen. So say you had a group called main group, it would be called main group underneath listen, where you will be able to select that and be able to listen to their messages. Now I'm going to select this listen, and as you can see I've got 0 new, 0 old, and 0 saved. If I had a new message, I'd have a 1 there, and I'll show you that in a second. Message. Now this is quite interesting. Instead of ringing someone and leaving a voicemail, if you know they're busy and you just want to say, hey John, give me a ring in 5 minutes, or ring me when you're free, this is how you do it. So you can see here it says record. So I'm going to press record, and I'm going to say a message. Hi John, give me a ring when you're free, thanks. And then press the stop button. And if I want to do it again, or I want to play it back to myself, they're the 2 buttons. Or I want to send it to somewhere, so I'm going to press send to. I'm actually going to send this to myself just to show you what it's like. So it's 6001. That's me. I'm going to add it and send. So now you spotted there, I don't know if you spotted that then, but I have a red light that's popped up on my phone, which means I have a voicemail. So let me go back to the beginning. Here we are, our main screen. Press our message button, and now you can see I have a 1/0/0. 1 meaning, let's click it. I have 1 new message. Click on there. Tells me who the message was from, the time and the date it was sent, and I can play it. Hi John, give me a ring when you're free. Thanks. Yep. I can pause. I can go back. I can save it, and I can delete it. This time I'm going to delete, which gets away my red light and sends it back to zeros again. 0, 0, 0. Nice and easy. If I go back to the main menu again, back to the home screen, sorry, let's press the voicemail button again, go down past message, and we have greeting. Now this one, if you want to create a greeting message for your personal voicemail on your own extension, this is the way to do it. So we would click select, again record your message. Hello, this is Alex, thank you. You press stop. I can listen to it.
Hello, this is Alex, thank you. Press stop.
I can record again if I'm not too happy with it. I can delete it. Or submit. I'm going to submit it. I heard the beep, so that is activated now. So if someone was to ring my phone and I was busy or do not disturb, it would send them to my voicemail, and that's what they would hear first. Let's just go back to our voicemail settings again. So passcode is when you want to listen to your voicemails externally. Now if you speak to your system administrator, they'll be able to give you instructions on how to do this. But that's what that passcode is for. Nice and simple, this one. Voicemail is either on or off. Now if I want to change it, as you saw a second ago, mine was on. So if I want to change it, I press change it to off, but I have to press the save button. And there you go. My voicemail is now turned off. I want to turn it back on, into the envelope, scroll down to the bottom. Voicemail is off. I want to press change and save. And there we go. And that is our buttons. Thank you very much.